She was a woman in a man's world, a stagecoach robber in the lawless Wild West, and a legend that the frontier couldn't ignore. Pearl Hart broke all the rules and made history. This is the story of the outlaw who refused to be tamed. She was born around 1871 in Ontario, Canada. By her 20s, she was already living on the fringes, moving west, working odd jobs, and seeking freedom in a world that expected women to stay quiet and domestic. She was independent, bold, and unapologetically ambitious, a combination that would soon bring her infamy. By the 1890s, Hart had made her way to Arizona, the Wild West at its peak of chaos. Women were rarely seen as outlaws, but Pearl was different. Some say it began with desperation, others with thrill-seeking, but in 1899, she made history by robbing a stagecoach carrying gold and passengers along the Arizona frontier. With her partner, Joe Boot, she held up the coach in broad daylight, armed and audacious. It was an act that stunned local authorities and captured the imagination of the public. Hart became a national sensation. Her trial was covered in newspapers across the country. Headlines painted her as everything from a dangerous criminal to a daring heroine. Pearl, reportedly charming and defiant, did little to hide her defiance for societal norms. She was sentenced to 5 years in prison, but her notoriety only grew. Public fascination with a woman daring to break the law in such a bold way was unprecedented. Newspapers alternately called her a dangerous criminal and a daring heroine. Defiant and charming, she faced her sentence with poise, 5 years in Yuma Territorial Prison, but her notoriety only grew. Behind bars, Pearl's legend deepened. Her defiance, letters, and demeanor made her a symbol of courage and rebellion. Released in 1902, she largely vanished from public life, wandering the West or returning to Canada, but her story endured. Pearl Hart became a symbol of rebellion, independence, and daring in a male-dominated frontier. A woman who defied gender expectations and made her mark on the Wild West. Her legend has inspired books, films, and countless retellings of her audacious stagecoach robbery. In a frontier dominated by men, Pearl Hart proved that women could be just as bold, clever, and dangerous. She is remembered not just for the crime she committed, but for the courage and audacity it took to commit it. In a sense, she challenged not only the law, but society itself. Her daring robbery, audacious spirit, and refusal to be confined by society challenged expectations and inspired generations. Pearl Hart was more than an outlaw. She was a pioneer of rebellion. But what do you think? Was she a criminal or a revolutionary? Let me know in the comments below. The trail stops here, but the legends ride on. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button and subscribe to chase the next one.